Whoa!
Last question.
Wow! Whoa!
So check.
Biscuits and tea.
Whoa! 34.99. Welcome. We're coming live from B. Millie's bedroom in Westside, Kansas City, and Sport Tea has been powering my morning. It's been great. Feeling wonderful. And we're here. It's Biscuits and Tea. And we got Kevin Barry producing. Where is our friends in Lithuania? No one's told me where they're at.
They're doing a little vacation. They'll be back on Thursday. I don't know where in Lithuania they are, but they're out and about. A little vacay.
Little in the woods, I'm guessing.
I don't think so. They're at a hotel this time, so they're safe. And
I'm never worried about their safety.
Well, they're in the woods. I'm always worried about their safety.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I just they would never get hurt by anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
Given that they're all serving in the army and they all know how to fire guns and survive on their own. Yeah, no, that's very true. The world's happiest countries for 2022. Before we even get into it, can I get both of you? I know Tyler's going to have... No, I got this perfectly. I'm just
going to say, this is the article that probably has the highest chance of me getting canceled out of any article you put out.
Oh, boy.
This is why I brought this in here, because he knows what's coming. Tyler knows what's coming. I just want to... Both of you, real quick, you got 5 seconds to tell me what you think the happiest country on the planet Earth is. Go ahead. We'll start with you, B.
Switzerland.
All right. Tyler?
Are we going by the metrics of some...
What do you think the article said? What they said?
Well, okay, so it's what I think the article says. It's not.
Yes, not what you think. We'll have time for that.
It's going to be Finland.
All right. Now, Brandon, Switzerland, I believe, is in your top 20. I'm not sure. Kevin, you can scroll down now just a little bit. The number one, the happiest place on earth is Finland, according to this article. The next, number 2, is Denmark. Scroll up just a little bit. I think you're going to... Oh, there you go. Sorry, it's there. Number 3 is Sweden. Let me see if we can find that there. Yes, number 3 is Sweden and Norway. Oh, sorry, Iceland. Iceland is number 3. Switzerland is between 4 and 6, so it's not a bad guess.
What are they so happy about in Iceland?
They're not.
I know that it's pretty.
They're not. They're not. Tyler, go ahead. Go ahead. Explain what's going on.
Oh, God. Okay.
All Scandinavians are liars. I've been trying to push this rhetoric so hard since 2016. I don't think I have any traction yet. But whoever is filling out these surveys, it's not possible. It is not possible to live in that environment, in that climate, and to be happier than every other country. It's physically not possible.
I will provide you some context for this. What this thing is actually measuring is your standard of life. It's misleading because they say happy. That's not true. Tyler's 100% correct. These people are not jumping for joy. What this is a measurement of good stability, good life, no problems. There's no, they don't have the same level of crime, money issues. Their middle class is huge, and everybody's doing well to some degree. They're not happier than the rest of the world. They have less issues than virtually everyone. And that is true. Having lived in 3 of those Scandinavian countries, that is for sure. That's true.
Because you also look at percentage of suicide rates. Those same countries are all going to be up in the highest.
There you go. Yeah. Alcoholism also tends to be an issue. So, Kitos.
Oh, this is one of our favorite types of people. He's a pastor who claimed that Jesus hasn't returned because people are not donating enough.
To him specifically? Wait a second.
He says
to who?
He says they're not donating enough money to churches, but I'm pretty sure it's targeted also to
his church.
His church is part of that problem as well. But he said, this is a quote from him. I honestly believe this. The reason Jesus hasn't come is because people are not giving the way God told them to give. When you understand this, you can speed up the time.
Oh my.
God the Father.
Hey, we talked about purgatory.
We did
in our last episode with our pastor friend.
Is this guy rich already though, Tyler?
Yeah, this guy has to be rich. If he's complaining,
he's complaining though. He doesn't have he needs a new jet. How are you going to get a new jet if you don't complain? I don't understand.
You're pretty rich if you're concerned about getting a new jet.
But wait a second. do not all parishes, do they not all need money? Do they not all need money? Do they need donations?
Give the guy some money.
I think this guy has enough money. His net worth is 20 mil.
20
He has
mil.
20 mil.
His net
His net
personal
worth is 20
I don't
mil.
think this
How
is
much
even
does
this
it
is even
take?
his
How much
church.
does it take?
His
Hey,
personal net
how
worth is
much?
20 million.
Well, Jesus, there's a lot of money out there.
That's also 20 mil. I mean, you think that could speed it up at least like 3 years if he just
But
put that
Jesus could
all into the
fix all of
church?
he could fix all our problems. So if we could just invest our, black budget cash into this,
First off, how as a pastor you $20 million? That is unbelievable. Like, how much do you think the pastor that we spoke
that
to?
tax-free cash, baby.
Yeah, it is. It is. B&T Church coming to you now.
Church of Scientology.
We are making a church. Turns out that was our whole plan this entire time. That's amazing.
It's Tyler would be the leader, right? And
Yeah, we need a good cult
worship
leader.
like a pygmy elephant or something.
I would if I was the leader though, I'd want someone like formulating the whole plan and then they can just tell me and I would just kind of be the vessel for it. I'm not trying to
That's
actually
yeah.
like, set up
Yeah, a little puppet.
set up everything,
Yeah,
do all the
that's-
logistics.
That's good. That's not bad.
Whoa! So we got the Kauffman Stadium is gonna be moving downtown Kansas City. We're leaving Raytown, and people are really stupid sometimes. They're getting all mad about it, saying it's gonna cause traffic and parking issues and all this nonsense. I think every other major city in the world has figured it out, on how to handle these kind of things. I think we'll be able to figure it out too.
Define handle because our way of handling traffic is we'll take a year to build one more lane in a highway and in that time like 3 times the amount of people just moved in and now your traffic's still like a third as bad as it was before.
Well, Elon's building underground tunnels. I just feel like we'll figure it out in the next 10 years. But
The only thing that I wanted to say about it is that it's what Tyler said earlier in that we don't generally have parking issues because we have space to build in, like if we just go outside of the city. However, I understand the people now who are going to have to go to the games early because it's in a heavily populated area now because it's downtown. That's the thing. It's like, I get that. However, we are going to figure it out. It's going to be figured out. We need to move everything downtown because we're expanding at such a rapid rate, that it all has to be there. And we're building this $1 billion airplane. And I've got some stuff on planes. I know we're not there yet, but I got the stuff. We got some stuff on that coming up.
And then to close this out real quick, so that got the conversation started where I think the media and the Chiefs are starting to test how the public would react to the Chiefs moving to Kansas instead of being in Kansas City, Missouri. So they're talking Kansas City, Kansas, building a new not a new Arrowhead, but a new stadium out in KCK. So I don't know. It could be interesting to see what happens over the next 5 to 10 years. I think the Royals 100% they are leaving Kauffman. Like I think it's like the new owner. He's like, that was probably part of this whole thing about why he bought the team was that, hey, when I spend this money, like we're building me a new stadium. Like we're building my Jerry World.
Who's paying for that? Is it just like the city of Kansas City or does Missouri have to pay some and Kansas pay some or
It'll be like, so if this goes to people in Kansas would be helping build, and that's kind of like they haven't had to pay for anything because it's always been on the Kansas, Missouri side. It's been in Jackson County instead of Johnson County.
All right. The airplane cabin designs shortlisted for the 2022 Crystal Cabin Awards. What we've got here for you is we have always complained on B&T about the airlines. Scroll down, Kevin. There is going to be a gallery down there of 10 pictures. All right. So we've got 10 pictures. Now, this is not a joke, by the way. So I'm kind of joking at the beginning, but these next 10 pictures that you see are what they believe in the near future, because I read the whole article. What they believe in the near future that you're going to look at for the next 20 to 30 years is that your planes are going to look like. All right. So click
like
on
normal people's planes.
More or less. Yeah. So what you see up in the business class and stuff like that, it's going to eventually trickle back to us plebeians, and then whatever they get up at the front, is going to be probably stuff that they won't show us anymore. I guess. I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Looks like a hospital.
That's so true. That's so true. It looks a lot like a hospital. I mean, the concepts. All these people are trying to win awards to to then be the people that the airlines
Oh.
then go with. I'm not feeling that at all. There's one that I like,
That
but I don't know. What do you think?
okay. Yeah, that's interesting. The stacked approach. Okay, that's like a lounge.
Yeah, it's
That's
like a
for rich
train.
people.
It's
This
like a
isn't.
train.
This isn't a plane for people. This is for.
For what?
That's
It's
a
for rich
nightclub.
people. This is for like another. This is another level of people.
They are
This
going
is
to
for
get it.
crime on the move.
They're going to get it down to us. Wait till you get to see. Not this lady.
I've seen this.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's-
feel
I've
like they
seen
have
this.
no financial incentive to do that.
Probably not. Here you go. Stop it right here. Boom. Nature
Okay.
on your flight.
Wow.
Calm, relax.
Wow.
No more of those crazy scenes where they're screaming and pulling people out
Okay.
of the plane because everybody's relaxed. Okay, we've got some
Yeah.
plants. That's for me. I like it. That's
Bamboo seats.
yeah. Just chill. Just relax.
It
It's
doesn't look very cozy.
No.
But
no.
looks kind of hard. Looks kind of like IKEA's
Yeah.
baseline.
It's a-
yeah.
You know.
It's
Yeah.
It's a waiting room.
It does. It looks a little bit like a
Yeah.
waiting room. But you see, Tyler, this is like that's not first class. You realize that.
This is first class.
that
This
is
literally-
not-
They're just taking.
can't-
They're just taking first class of what it is now and just saying
exactly. And they're giving it to you.
This isn't-
yeah, with some
That
plants.
doesn't even recline. Those seats don't recline, dude. Those
Yeah.
bamboo seats. Bamboo doesn't recline. It's staying.
Yeah.
It's staying there.
They got some sort of new, Neuralink Elon
You're
Musk
sitting up-
bamboo.
Yeah.
All right.
You're sitting up straight in that
In this
seat.
last one, sorry, the last one, the very last one, the one with all the cubicles, it looks like a cubicle out of The Office. This looks
Oh my goodness.
horrendous.
Horrible. Oh my
Horrible.
god, that looks like a call center from the
That's good.
1990s.
I know. Yeah, it's awful. So
It's like Michael Scott from that episode where when he's working at Dunder Mifflin and then he's also working at the call
Yeah,
center
yeah.
to make money because
yeah.
his girlfriend has like a fucking Porsche or whatever.
What are even the seating arrangements here?
I don't. This is what they're doing. Though. This is what they're going to give to the cattle. You know.
Oh, hey, little worker bees, get on
Get
your
on the
plane,
plane.
and continue to
There
work
you go.
and go work, and then ew.
What they
Yeah,
need
it's
to
gross.
do is they just need to start just knock you out with something like anesthesia. Just give you anesthesia.
looks like they're gonna
and then
plug
they can
us
just
in.
pack everybody in somewhere.
That's what they're doing in the last picture. Have a look at the last picture. That dust on them. That's just they're just gonna
Yeah,
boom. You're out.
that's sucking the soul out of them
Yeah.
Dementor.
So there you
to
go.
capture it.
Just so you guys know what's coming. You know.
All right.
That looks horrible. I don't want. That makes me more nervous to get on planes. How are they going to be able to maintain all that extra weight?
They're not.
Has all this been tested?
No. That's it. And Kitas.
Before I start this article, you guys guess, what do you think the age expectancy of a flamingo is?
30 years, 40 years.
17 years.
30 or 40 years. I think those things live long.
So in the wild, they can live till 60.
Jesus.
Holy fuck!
I know. I had no idea. So in
Well, they
captivity,
just stand
they
there
live
and
closer to
conserve all
40.
their energy.
I guess. Yeah, but pretty much this is your Wichita, Kansas zoo. I don't know. Is this a real zoo?
I mean, Wichita is
Will,
real.
do you think it's because they like meditate? Do you think it's because
Ooh,
they
they just
meditate and
sit there.
stand and
Yeah,
meditate?
they just sit there and they're just chill. Yeah. No, what happened?
They
What
live.
happened?
So pretty much there was a storm like 17 years ago, and one of the flamingos, which apparently they just number them, they don't name them, so just number 492. When it was 2 or 3, it flew away during a storm, and someone recently just spotted it down. And
Is that all it takes? Is that all it takes? Is a storm and all these wild birds
Well,
are
they-
getting out?
So they clipped their wings, and apparently they weren't done clipping all their wings when the storm came in, and then the ones that could fly all flew away, and then some came back.
What? It survived? How did it survive?
It says
in
there's a bunch of
Kansas
no.
for
It flew.
17
I think it flew
years.
down to the marshes in Florida, or maybe not Florida, but somewhere down south. It went down south, and there was apparently enough for it to eat.
Do they migrate like that?
Did he come home? Did he come home to celebrate
No,
KU's
they found
victory
it.
or
No,
Oh, okay?
he did
Yeah.
not. He's down chilling in the Everglades or
Wow.
something.
That's probably
found
what
in
happened.
Texas.
Because Jayhawks aren't real.
Texas. Yeah, he's down
Texas.
the Gulf Coast of Texas.
Wow.
Is this live footage from the trip that Arnis is on?
Yeah. I wish. Oh God. All right. Yeah. Get it going.
What the hell?
Oh God.
Oh my!
All right. So we have to describe this also for the few listeners. A
Yeah.
bear jumped into a pig
We gotta-
pen. And they
Yeah, we got 2 pigs and a bear. Oh, we got a backup bear
Yeah.
or backup pig, I mean.
yeah, the backup. What is this? Is this an ad? What just happened?
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go. No,
Whoa, it's standing up.
he's gonna get out.
The bear's standing up. No, he's like he doesn't want the smoke. The pig's kinda scared him, I think.
Yeah, no, the pig does. He scared him. He wants out now.
Black bears are pretty
Oh,
cowardly.
okay.
And he's
okay,
gone.
He dipped out. Wow.
What was the?
Those pigs kinda held their ground.
Yeah, what was the original idea? Do you think? Like, was he like, I'm gonna have some food? Was that it?
He might be just curious. Be like, what is this? Let's go check out this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't. What was he doing?
Dude, those, I mean, for a bear, those pigs look pretty delicious.
They did look good though.
That big, like, if you could take one of those things
Oh
home and
man,
just
imagine.
bring that into your cave to hibernate
Wow.
with, wake up,
Do
take a
they
bite.
eat animals like that though? Like they
What do you mean?
like other animals? Do bears?
Bears?
Yeah.
Bears?
They
I thought that
also
they like
they also eat other stuff. They're not. They're omnivores.
rivers and they eat a lot of fish.
They're
right?
omnivores. I think they eat more than.
Well, it also depends on the species of bear because they were the grizzly bears when Lewis and Clark and their whole army were. We talked about this. Have we not talked about Lewis?
But do they? But no, I'm like not like I understand that they do, but like, do they prefer the taste of like deer and like human, or do they like fish and like salad?
I think they
and,
take
that
whatever's
kind of thing?
around. There's a bunch of berries. They're
Well,
gonna eat a bunch of berries.
why do they like honey so much? There's all like I would imagine that all these animals have their favorites, right?
Sugar's that's a drug. You're like, why do they like cocaine?
Yeah.
These rats seem to like cocaine. I don't understand.
Honey would be one of the most bizarre things to just find if you're just something
Oh, imagine.
animal or
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
and you haven't had it before and you're just walking, you
All
haven't
the-
had anything sweet and you just find this.
Oh no.
What's other weird stuff that people found that we just all eat now? And it's like, I mean, obviously, like milking an animal and then
Yeah,
like drinking
that
that
is
and being
pretty
like,
weird.
Oh, yeah,
Mushrooms
this
are pretty
is
weird.
okay.
Mushrooms, yeah.
Mushrooms are kind of weird. This is
Mushrooms-
like weird little fungus just grows out.
Yeah.
It is strange.
I eat a lot of seafood, honestly. A fish would be. I wouldn't be convinced you could eat a fish. If first time I saw a fish just in the water,
Well, like,
don't eat meat. I
wasn't
would be
like
a little skeptical.
crabs and like
Yeah. How
crustaceans,
did
like
they
in the
figure
Bible, they
that?
were.
Yeah. I don't know.
The Bible kind of spoke down on it for a while, I think.
For a while. It's like the Old Testament was like, nah, dog, don't eat this. And then by the New Testament, they were like, eat the crabs.
It was like sinful or something. Look it up.
That's what we got. That's why we got our producer here. Find out during this Kitos, by the time we take a break next, if crabs were a sin.
All right. This is a crazy story. So this is Washington. This is in my home, Washington D.C. officers. So pretty much this woman, 28 years old, she was being summoned. I don't know. She's being accused of they were having some anti-abortion protest rally. Then they actually broke into one of the clinics and were making it so people couldn't come in or anything, which is apparently super illegal. And they're going to go on trial and they could face up to 11 years in prison for it. And when they went and searched one of the people's houses, she had 5 unborn fetuses just in her house.
What? From where?
What?
What? What?
They don't know where they're from. They don't know why she has them. But this woman who's like super anti-abortion just had 5 fetuses in her house.
Where could they have possibly? I need some theories. Let's come up with some theories here. What I need to understand.
My bet, I would guess she stole them and then didn't know what to do with them.
But she stole them. Why would you steal them? You're all about keeping life alive and.
Yeah, but then
Maybe
I don't-
she
but
wanted
they-
to bury them.
I don't know, because if you steal them, then they can't use them for whatever they're planning to use them for. And then so it's like, well, I don't know what a good comparison for it'd be like if someone, I don't know, if someone like stole your car and they're driving away and you had a rocket launcher, you're never going to see them again. You're like, well, I'm going to blow up my car too.
I get it. Yeah, she went for the destruction tactic where she's just gonna say, "Screw it! Like if I can't stop you guys completely, I'm just gonna take anything I can from you, and you guys value these." But I'd still in your house.
Yeah.
She could be doing some weird stuff too. I don't know.
Is she?
But this
What?
is a people are just like they obsess over stuff like this, and this is what happens. You just like lose your freaking mind.
Yeah, I don't. What? Once again, this is. I have the same question for her as I do as the black bear. Like, did you plan this out? You look like the bear that just jumped into the pig pen without a plan. Why do you have 5 fetuses in your house? I don't understand. What was the game plan? That's insane, dude.
Hopefully we find out. We'll definitely have an update on this because I
Yeah.
don't know. This is pretty. This was
Sounds
just
like
the
some
past
stuff
day
that
or
needs to
so.
stay on the East Coast.
Yeah. We
That's all I
don't
know.
need any of that stuff. We do already.
Keep that crap out of here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like there's like some new like laws up in the docket right now that are like trying to just like ban it. I've been trying not to be drawn into those articles because I'm just like we have so many things to worry about. Like abortion is like 2010, like come on. Like I don't mean that as a joke, but like seriously though.
We got enough people. We don't need it.
Kansas, the all-time. Just the bio. Look at this. Hashtag pay heed. Kevin Barry up in the bio. We got the most winningest program in NCAA history. I just wanted to let Will John kind of speak on his experience in watching Kansas basketball growing
Absolutely.
up, and what that kind of did for his future.
Do you know what it did?
And maybe just to kind of
Yeah.
let's
I
hear it.
just honestly growing up in Kansas, and which is within the United States of America, which has a championship mentality, being in the heart of a place where championships are simply understood to happen. That's what KU get. I went to Kansas basketball camp maybe 3 or 4 times as a youth basketball player, went in, soaked in the championship mentality and mindset. And here we are in 2022 and about to play in the national championship game. So this is probably after. So we're probably celebrating as we do with our cattle and our tornadoes every year. One Kansas championship. It's constant. The Chiefs are doing it. It's just what we do. Concentrate on success. Hyper focused on success. As the other coast, they've got a lot going on. They got cocaine and guns, and and they're busy trying to take over the world and do all this stuff. But we're just happy, living life.
We just
winning.
We focus on the things that matter, right?
Well done, KU. What a great segment.
Overall, just a great representation of everything that's going on here in our great city, and Kevin got to witness that a couple weeks back. So Tyler, you'll be next.
Tyler will be next. Can't wait.
Wanted to buy a house here, and it's just gonna we'll accept you, even though you've been very disrespectful.
Absolutely, because that's our way. That's our way. We're not concerned. We're not concerned at all because you'll come in, you'll like it, and
it's hard to understand. Like when you walk into the city with your preconceived notions.
True. Where's Dorothy?
It's beautiful.
Oh, where's Dorothy? Oh,
yeah.
Where's she? Oh, she's winning.
Whoa.
She's fucking winning. That's where Dorothy is. So she's busy.
Yeah.
She can't see you right now.
Big time brand. Yeah. Everyone in the world knows who Dorothy is.
Yep. Quitas.
They bought a Caribbean island to start their own country. Now, what you have here, scroll down. No. It's been done. We got it. And there's going to be some things, obviously, if we would like to invest, we can get you a certain title within it. This is, scroll down, Kev, because I want you to get them the picture. There's a picture of a guy on an island, and it takes only a few minutes. There it is. There's the island. What they're going to do is they crowdfunded this. So they crowdfunded enough money, I think it was about $250,000 to buy the island. You can walk across it in just a few minutes. You obviously have to stay on, I haven't built anything yet, but they're going to have, it's going to be a nation. And so
this seems kind of stupid.
They're going to have a nation. They haven't built anything yet. Scroll down. I want you to see the accommodations. Wait till you see the accommodations, B. Just give them. Let me show you what you're going to stay in. There we go. All right. Here Brandon, are you ready?
This is Firefest. This is like Firefest, but they're making a country instead of having a festival.
This is
you don't even know where it is.
Scheme.
You don't know where it is yet, right? It's off the coast of Belize, so you can scroll down as well. They've got a little map of where this is. So on our way to Hawaii,
sound safe.
There you go.
Off the coast of Belize.
Off the coast of Belize. I don't know what you're saying about the great people of Belize. If you want to elaborate on the great people of Belize.
I'm saying that if you freaking have like insects and animals that can survive those climates, I don't know if I'm so interested trying to live in a tent on an island remote.
It's a country.
I'm gonna die.
It's a country. Most of the people who do this, they then name themselves like king or like whatever. So royalty. And there actually are countries that do recognize some of these things. Like you can get, because of course you can. Like you can get people to recognize you. Of course, like Think about it. If you have enough money, you just go to, I don't know, what's a stupid small Andorra. We always talk shit on Andorra. You just go to Andorra and say, we recognize us. We'll give you $10 million. They go to the UN. Hey, the B&T country is, whatever. Of course, we want to thank Road. Of course, we want to thank Sport T for helping us out.
Thank you, Road.
Absolutely.
We sound so good.
So good.
It's amazing to really, go back. I encourage all of our fans to please go back to the early days and listen in on some of these podcasts and then go to listen now. We have had to drag Tyler into the future to get to this
Kicking
point,
and screaming.
but we are here and it's getting better. We're going to continue to get better. Once we get the dial-up AOL E-Bonds World Internet sorted out, we're going to be good. But Sport T, great product. Little expensive, not gonna lie, but that's
You got the kick.
what it's
Did
for,
you see
right?
the intro today? That's what Sport T can do for you. So go ahead and throw some clips up with that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's what it'll do for you.
What else? Tyler, what kind of gloves you wearing right now?
Aviata. We're supposed to have a bunch of new ones coming out. They should be back in stock soon. So I've heard.
We want to say goodbye to one of our former sponsors, Sox Pro.
Uh-oh.
Sox Pro will no longer be with us. We do wish them well. We are still friends with Sox.
Wow.
It's not like the relationship that we have with Zencaster. I know a lot of you guys that are fans of the show know that we sometimes break up with Zencaster, but we always come crawling back.
Mhm.
It's not like that. We want to say thank you to what hopefully will be the beautiful start of our True Sox official.
That's a beautiful, it's a beautiful
thing. So that's what we got going on. So thanks, Sox Pro.
Been in the works.
Yeah. Hey, that's an understatement, but hey,
Hey, Sox Pro, thank you. It's not easy. Some of these things, not everything lasts forever. Your products served well. We played a lot of games on your products. We respect your products. We wish you the best.